Hello and welcome back everybody to the magical adventures of Estefania. So, for some reason, she gets magic spells kissed into her head by her grandpa. Yay! Deus ex machina. Let's see where that goes. I looked up at my grandfather again, now able to remember everything, and more as he smiled down at me.
Never forget. Make your own choices and do what you need to do. Don't let someone determine your life for you. If you decide to never look at magic again, I'll understand. But now at least you know it's there.
Grandpa, you forgot to say not even me. Yeah, also this is kind of an oxymoron. Like, let no one tell you what to do. I hate shit like that in general. Like, let no one tell you what to do, but let me tell you that no one should tell you what to do. You know, it's stupid in its premise, you know? It's stupid in its premise. Not really that it matters now. My grandfather then patted my head before turning and walking away. I tried to follow after, still unsure and lost as ever, but my feet remained stuck to the floor. Wait, please. He didn't turn back and he didn't stop walking. Soon he vanished past the wall, leaving me alone once again. I gritted my teeth, trying not to cry. My mind was filled with both the power to defend myself and a large amount of confusion I could never hope to shake off. I could feel the air around me start to move again, so I tightened my hands into fists, trying to push away my concerns. I had to remember, I was Malix's captive. I had to escape. After I escaped, I could figure out my life. Soon the world around me returned to normal, with Malix mocking me. I closed my eyes and began to mutter a spell from my memory. Spiritus lumine, da fortudinem tuam. You know, I was actually once in my life pretty good at Latin. So, but I'm not trying to translate this. I probably do it wrong.
What the? Latin? What are you?
Discedo! Discedere. Discedo. No wait, discendere means going down. Discere? Wait a minute. Oh, it's probably not... man, now I don't know. I don't remember. God damn it, I have to fresh up my Latin. I mean, I'm grammatically still 100% fit. Like, I can explain to you ablativus absolutus and all this grammatical shit. But like, the vocabulary, kind of forgot a lot. Just realized that. All of a sudden, a wave of light burst from my body, washing over the room and pushing the devils away from me to the ground. As the light quickly faded, I shook my head, feeling a small weakness in my legs. Malix quickly hopped up and growled at me, obviously surprised, but irritated beyond belief.
Where did you learn that? I will rip that tongue right out your mouth.
Oh, don't you dare touch me, now I know magic. And apparently at one point I know Taekwondo, but that doesn't matter apparently anymore. Spiritus tenebrarum periculum prohibere.
Come here!
Malix charged at me, dropping the gun that would never hurt me to the floor, and reaching for my face. However, I quickly crouched down and covered my head with my arms, while a dark magic circle appeared under my feet. Above me, a dark shield appeared, blocking Malix from touching me.
How? You're just a human!
Yeah, but I'm a badass human! A human who knows how to fight back! I pushed against the shield, forcing Malix back before standing. I wasn't some damsel in distress. I could fight for myself! I shook out the sudden appearance of numbness in my hand as I glared at Malix, challenging him once again to come at me.
Alex!
No! Stay out of it! I'll kill this bitch with my own two hands one way or another!
As commanded, Ares stood away from us along with the other devils. Oh, there were more. Were they mentioned? Or did I just forget? The group watching us was lost in intrigue as I stood up against the leader.
Oh, you must think you're some tough shit since you know some demon magic, huh? Well, guess what, princess? Demon magic consumes energy. I can play this all day, and when you finally lose all your energy, your ass is grass.
I like the music, actually. Like, he's talking, and meanwhile I'm not even listening, I'm just here, like, rocking out to the music. What did you say, Malix? Something about, you'll make me my bitch or something. I don't know, something like that. Something inappropriate. Oh, whoops. Me again. Not being able to control a visual novel. I glared, knowing that what he said was true. I couldn't hold out forever, but I definitely had the energy to last a while, until someone found me, or until I could overpower Malix somehow. Malix charged at me once again, causing me to run backwards to keep some sort of distance. I could feel energy wanting to shoot out of my hands, so I pointed my palms at Malix. Light purple spikes suddenly began shooting from my hands, forcing Malix to skid back. Sound effects! I had terrible aim, only able to scratch the edges of his body, with one or two actually stabbing into his shoulder and leg. Malix growled, pulling them out and throwing them into the ground.
Quit playing around, Malix!
I lowered my hands, feeling the numbness run up through my veins to consume both of my arms. I began to pant, desperate for some relief before continuing. Malix smirked at the sight. Oh, for the love of God, please someone find me, I prayed. I hoped that I wouldn't have to keep fighting. I was becoming desperate. Didn't like your grandpa just give you all the knowledge about magic he had? Also, this fucker can't use magic on you? What, didn't you just say you're not a damsel in distress? Hello? Hello? You remember your own dialogue just a second ago? I guess it was a monologue, but hey, you know. What made everyone in that warehouse drop our fighting faces was the screeching of police sirens coming closer to our location. Malix smirked even wider.
It's time to have fun, boys! Make sure you kill them all!
Okay, you can do that, apparently. Okay, I have actually a couple of questions then, but I'm gonna, not post them right now, maybe later. The devils all seemed to get excited and started to walk past us to meet with the cops, but a loud finger snap stopped them and made them turn around. Malix and I looked to see Iris, or Eris, I don't remember, with her hand in the air, post-snap.
Eris? What are you doing?
Okay, it's Eris.
Enough, Malix! We've wasted enough time in this stupid town. I'm getting out of here and I'm taking the rest with me.
I didn't know whether to laugh or not. I bit my tongue as Malix got angry again.
Like hell you are! Boys, do as I say, or else!
None of the boys moved. Eris snapped her fingers again, causing the boys to rush back past her and out another way from the warehouse.
Malix, it's over. You can't even beat a human girl. You're losing your powers. Lower devils only follow higher-ups that actually have power.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Shut your mouth!
Yeah, give it to him, Malix. I start getting in your side, really. Malix summoned his gun to his hand and shot multiple times at Eris, who somehow managed to teleport away from the shooting line and reappear by us. She shook her head, letting out a sigh, before grabbing Malix by the neck and pulling him off me. Malix started to choke as Eris stared coldly at him.
All this for a bunch of pretty boys. You must be stupid and desperate.
Yeah, maybe he just needs to come out of the closet. If you want a pretty boy that bad, you don't need to beat them up. Be friendly, be nice. I bet Eric fucks everything that walks on 2 feet, so if you're into that, I don't even know why I'm saying that or what I'm saying anymore. Eris looked to me, making me tense up.
Human, I suggest heading home to your pretty boys. You don't want to get involved in a supernatural investigation. It's a pain in the ass.
Thank you, demon who is for some reason now on my side. Yay! She then turned back to Malix, glaring daggers into him as he glared back at her.
You really think women are weak? Let me fix that, sweetie.
And with that, Eris vanished into the shadows, taking Malix with her. As I was left alone, the police siren stopped. I looked over to the open passage to see the incubi with a large police siren megaphone staring at me in surprise. Really?
Where is he? I swear I'm gonna...
Why the hell did they do that? Okay, now you could argue if they were all like, I don't know how many devils there were, like 20 on one on Estefania, and they did some kind of distraction. I guess it makes sense. But why didn't they just like, hey motherfucker, I'm here? Would have worked as well. Why a police siren? He's gone. Eric took him and left. Eris took him and... From now on, Malix Eric is headcanon. Yay! Eris took him and left. They won't be coming back. It was all so surreal. I was helped by a devil. But I quickly shook off the feeling. I was alive, and that was all that mattered. I fought to stay alive, and there I was. The boys tried to question me, but James cleared his throat, catching the attention of his brothers and me.
Let's just get you home, miss. There's nothing more to see here.
By the way, did you leave your sprites at Walmart or something? All together we began to walk out of the warehouse back home. There was no way in hell anyone was going to find out about this. It was over. Malix was gone, and the boys were finally safe. A wave of relief ran through my body at the thought of never having to deal with that group again. At the same time, a ping of realization hit the back of my mind. The boys were only going to stay until after Malix was defeated. That was our deal. As we approached home, I could feel something heavy weigh down my heart. It was late, but the boys led me inside and turned on the lights in the lobby.
Finally, we can relax.
It will be good to have some rest without devils breathing down our necks.
I'm just tired. Can I hit the hay early?
Yeah, I'm on the asshole side.
I think some sleep would be good for all of us.
Damien. I looked to Damien, knowing he could read my mind, and frowned. I didn't want him to know about my thoughts on the situation. Yes, bed sounds good. I wanted to just end tonight. Too much had happened, and I felt dizzy just trying to figure it out. However, Damien spoke up, stopping all of us from moving.
Should we be gone in the morning?
The air became still with tension. The realization of the situation hit the boys like a wave, forcing them to turn to me in curiosity. They had remembered their deal, and were now awaiting me to decide their fate. However, I knew my answer. I couldn't keep them here. I knew I couldn't. They were demons, and I was human. I needed to deal with my own life, beyond anything else. If the boys stayed, my life would only become more complicated. I think that would be best! Yes! Yes! Yay! Best satisfactory moment of a game ever! Goodbye, Sam, you rude asshole. Goodbye, Eric, you perverted fucker. Goodbye, Matthew, you stupid little idiot. Goodbye, Damien, you... Well, I actually have nothing against you. Goodbye, James, you wannabe leader intelligent man. Bye! Ah. Yes! And now I'm probably getting a date with either Suzu or Andrew. Hopefully. If the game ends on that note, I'll be completely at peace. And I will look like I will not judge the parts with all the magic girl stuff and the parts where she was abused by Eric and Sam. I will not judge that too hard then. James nodded in agreement. keeping a professional tone in his voice as he replied to me.
Then we will be gone before you wake, miss. Thank you for letting us stay here as long as we did.
No problem, man, no problem. Suddenly I feel really happy. I could feel the upset emotions of the incubi reverberate in the room, but I couldn't change my mind. I had too much going on in my life to let them stay, no matter how much I wanted them to. I mean, it's cool to have butlers, I guess. We can keep Damien. He can keep the house clean. I'd be down with that.
It was a pleasure to have served you, beautiful lady.
Go fuck yourself. It was hard watching each boy turn away from me for the last time. I stood there, waiting for them all to leave the lobby.
I guess this is goodbye. Yeah. Have a good one.
You too! Why not? I stuck to my guns. I knew I was making the right choice.
Thank you for having us, miss. Maybe we'll see each other again.
Actually, I don't have too much against you, Matthew, so if you want to come by, like, once a month or something, feel free to do so. Maybe. Maybe not.
Goodbye.
Hey, you come with, you and Matthew, you're kinda okay. You can come by if you want. As Damien left my side, I finally let in the air that I was denying into my body, and sighed. My life would return to normal. Well, as normal as it could be. However, I was smarter and wiser than before. I knew of things beyond humanity now. I had come to learn about the boys and about the existence of the supernatural. I wasn't blind to what was beyond human life. Learning of this made me more open-minded. I nodded to myself before heading into my room, closing the door and mentally allowing the reality of the situation to sink in. Tomorrow I had school. No devils to kidnap me, no incubi to wake up with. I went to bed that night, accepting and not regretting anything. Someone get the caramel. Is the achievement I just got. Okay. Or so I had hoped.
You are an interesting creature.
You have not been introduced in the story yet, and I don't see really why somehow a new villain should appear. Oh, well, okay. Is that sexy music? No, it isn't, right? No. If it was, it is strange sexy music. I opened my eyes to see a woman staring down at me with a very sly smirk on her face. I opened my mouth to scream in fright, but a hand quickly covered my mouth.
No screaming now. Too early, silly girl.
I could only stare. This is sexy music. I could only stare up at the women above me. I still felt weak, not having the strength to move and fight her off. She was very beautiful, but I felt more anger than amazement.
Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you.
Rage began to consume my core again. This woman, whoever she was making me mad. She must have known as she let another smirk grow onto her face.
You're feisty. That could be why.
Before I could bite her hand in anger, she removed her hand from my lips, standing up and staring down at me from a place next to my bed. I quickly sat up and glared daggers at the intruder. Who the hell are you? And why are you in my room? The woman began to laugh, making the rage inside me increase. I wanted to punch her, but I waited for her answer.
How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known of in your world. You can call me Diana, little human.
Okay, then I call you Diana. Diana? Okay, I won't. Diana? Demon? You're a demon?
I am. But I'm much more than just an average demon.
Let me guess. You're a succubus. What do you mean?
Silly girl. I'm a succubus.
So I'm getting it on with Suzu because a succubus is eating me? Visiting me? Is that what is implied? If so, I'm all for it. I stared at Diana in shock. A succubus? First incubi, now a succubus. Great, I have now met both genders of sex demons. Diana crossed her arms under her bosom and looked at my body.
Well, you are pretty. a goody little two-shoes, aren't you?
Actually, from all the problems I had with this game, I had not too much against Estefania, to be honest. I moved out and stood from the bed, still glaring at her. At Diana. I said that because she was not like the everyday goody two-shoes all the time, you know. Why are you here?
Well, I came here to clean up what the boys clearly forgot to clean. Men. So sloppy.
What do you mean by that?
I mean erasing your memories, sweetie.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. This woman wasn't serious, was she? She comes into my room and spouts this? This was ridiculous. I began to walk towards my door, wanting to leave the room. The boys could get rid of her. I had no mind about dealing with her myself.
The boys are gone, sweetie.
I froze in place. What? They were gone already? No way. I turned to Diana, glaring hard at her as she kept a smirk to me. You're lying.
Am I?
Whoops.
If you want to go see for yourself, you can. But I promise you'll be wasting your time.
Oh, I just jump-scared me myself. I will never get the hang of, not interrupting myself while reading lines. I stared, trying to find any hint if she was lying. She had to be. The boys wouldn't just up and leave without resting first, right? Diana crossed her arms and waited for me to make a choice. I decided to believe her for now. I'd find some hint in this conversation. What do you mean, take my memories?
Well, we demons can't have just anyone knowing about us. You have to completely devote your soul to learning about us. And even then, it's not always guaranteed that you can be granted knowledge of us.
Listen, lady. I'm not anyone. I'm Estefania Dilla. I don't have a Dilla, but I'm still Estefania. I'm not anyone. I'm pretty hardcore. I know magic, and apparently Taekwondo, although I don't do that often, when I need to. Anyway. What makes me not deserve to know everything? I was attacked by devils. I found the boys in my house, wounded and sheltered them. I think I deserve to remember those moments. Diana let out a laugh, running a hand through her hair before looking back to me, amused.
You were attacked by a gang and were almost killed. You found 5 homeless men and let them stay in your home. There's nothing special about either of these instances.
Well... yeah, I kinda see your point. I mean, of course, this doesn't happen in real life, but this could have, as well... there could have been no magic involved in the story, that's true. Actually, I would have preferred that. I would have actually preferred that. Yes, there was!
A human like you can't understand the rules. The boys themselves aren't even aware of the rules. They'll learn soon enough.
What are they, 12? How are they not aware of important rules like these? Diana flipped her hair before looking to me with a stern look.
Listen, sweetie. You're not going back to bed or leaving this house with those memories. I'm taking them from you, one way or another.
Hey, fight me, bitch! I glared, standing my ground. You're not taking my memories. I'm not letting you take them.
And what do you plan to do with them, huh? Tell the press? Gossip to your friends that demons exist? Confess to your parents that you had demon servants and were almost killed by a devil gang?
No. Didn't you say herself she was a goody two-shoes? If you believed that, then you know she doesn't tell anyone. And she won't, I mean, as mentioned, I didn't find Estefania bad as a main character. But she's definitely not the kind of main character who would tell anyone. Now she was making me mad. Did she seriously think I was this stupid? These memories were precious to me, and I wasn't going to let her win over my mind. Oh, okay, you say that again. These memories are important to me. I know that other creatures exist. I know that magic exists. I'm more open-minded now.
Open-minded or gullible?
Okay, I hate it when they read minds. I hate it. I think this is not okay. And out of protest, I'm going to end this episode, and next episode we'll see what actually happens. I wonder if we get to decide if she retains her memories or not. We'll see. So, thank everybody for watching. come back for the next part. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.